There are certain things that I wish somebody told me about university that I, now in my final year at university, I'm starting to realize. Things about the people that I will meet, about the importance of my GPA, about the skills that I need to acquire so that I have an advantage in the job market, and a whole lot more that I wish somebody just told me in my first year so that I can prepare myself for the years to come. Well, in today's video, I'll be sharing my top 5 things I wish I knew or somebody told me before I started university, and specifically studying computer science. Let's talk about it. Hello world, my name is Abongile Moya and I am a computer science and a business computing student studying at this university, and I'm doing my final year. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, look in my YouTube channel. You will find videos that talk about computer science, business computing, and a lot more. Like I said on my introduction, I'll be sharing with you guys top 5 things that I wish somebody had told me before studying university, and especially computer science. Well, the first thing on my list is that do not compare yourself to anyone. Trust me, nobody for sure knows what they're doing in life. At 21 years old, they do not know. Some people even at 30 years old, they still do not know what they're actually doing with their lives. So it's just a waste of time to compare yourself to someone else. Number 2 is that about the comparing yourself to somebody else, is that you see the boy or the girl in class who's always picking up their hand and answering every question or asking every complicated question, and like it's just like, when did we ever learn this? You know, they'd be asking questions and just like, okay, showing off. You see that guy, he too or she too does not know what actually is happening sometimes. I got a shock of my life someday when I asked this girl for help, and she was also just confused as I was, even more sometimes. So do not compare yourself to anyone. And I understand it's easy for you to compare if you do not have any previous coding experience. So it's easy for you to look at another person, but we are all in different journeys. All you just need to do is be determined on getting this task done. As for help, there's no need to compare yourself to anyone. And on the note about people, I've realized I've categorized 3 types of people. There is one, the people who are very passionate about tech. You know, those people who know what Elon Musk is thinking. They know what kind of technology is coming in the next 5 years. The people who literally are very eat, breathe, walk technology, right? Those people are very I've never actually interacted with those people. I've just looked and observed them at a distance, but I never really interacted with them. Then we have the second group of people who I call them the underminers, the arrogant people, the ones who don't want to help, you know, the ones who they don't want to help, they always want to sing the top, they always want to make questions harder or whatever. I don't get them. Nobody likes them, they only like themselves, and you can definitely see they group themselves. Then you have the final category of people, the hard workers. These are my type of people. These ones, you always see them on labs, they help each other out. I realized these kind of people when we were doing computer science, the first computer science, when we had computer science 10, 15 and 10, 16, when we had those hot seats, we would stay, encourage each other. I made friends from that hot seat. Those are kind of people that you want to interact with and you want to really be friends with. They will help you with the degree, not the underminers. The tech people, they're usually just weird and they group themselves, but the hard workers are your type of people. The second thing on my list is that your GPA, grade point average, doesn't matter. Skills do. Okay, well, that was a bit clickbaity. GPA does matter to a certain extent. Number 1, it matters if you want to do honors, of course, yes. You need to get a certain GPA for you to be qualified to do honors. It also matters for some other companies when it comes to employment. But when it comes to software development, all they're looking for especially is skills. Okay, we know that you're good at Python, but what have you done? We know that theoretically you are good at Python, right? You're passing your modules, you are doing what's needed to be done. But what have you done to show us that truly you are good at Python? Like, have you done any text extraction things? What have you done? Reading files, whatever. What applications have you done? What Java things have you done to show to harness the skills that you have learned? So that's what they care about. Internships. They care about internships. Societies. They care about your connections. They care a whole rounded person more than you just passing your modules. They care about everything else that you do outside of school also. So just be careful of your GPA. Like, for example, for me, first year, second year, third year even, I was just focused a lot on my school, just passing modules, getting this GPA, making sure that my marks are looking great. I neglected networking, I neglected joining societies, I neglected even creating my side projects because I was too focused on, actually, even internships, I neglected all of that because I was just focused on getting this degree and getting over it. So just make sure that you also enhance your skills. If you have learned something about Python, go try to make a project about Python, Java, C#, C++, whatever it is, but make sure that your skills come through. Third thing on my list is, university is all about theory. I'm still coming to terms with this, that university is definitely about theory. The project that you guys do, not the projects even, the assignments that you do are about theory. There's nothing that's practical. So you won't be doing any websites, won't be doing any apps, you won't be doing anything like that. All you'll be doing is loops, power programming. So here's my issue when it comes to university, and this is why I feel like it's very important for you to do side projects so that you can have broader information about, or broader knowledge and experience about what you're actually studying. Please comment down below if you agree or disagree with whatever I'm saying. So the issue I have when it comes to university degrees is that, especially computer science, is that, okay, we'll learn about for loops, right? And the assignments will be so we learn about for loops in class, that, okay, for loops are this, blah, 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 blah. I'm making an example about for loops. For loops are doing this, these are functions of for loops, whatever. Then the assignment will still be testing if you understood what for loops are. We never get to basically take the for loop and put it in a real life project so that we can see how the bigger picture. My issue when it comes to university is that we learn all these pieces, right, about technology, about these programming languages. We learn all these pieces about, like, Python, Java, whatever, but we never consolidate all of them together and make this one big, okay, this is how for loop is joined when we're actually making an app, or this is how a for loop comes to play when we are doing this. We never get to do that, and that's my issue, because I'm always just lost. Okay, so when is this ever going to be important? That's why also I feel like information comes in and never stays because truthfully speaking, I never see it in real life, so that's one shocker, or something that I wish somebody told me, is that I won't get it. The reason why it's very important for you to do skills, or like to enhance your skills, is because you learn only about theory, nothing about like practical, except for your third year, and I have a problem about that too, but we'll save it for another video. Then the fourth thing on my list is school is important, university is important, your degree is important, but so are you. So are you, my dear. There's nothing like work-life balance, even school-life balance. I don't believe there is one. It's just you prioritizing what's important at that certain time. Say maybe this week I have to prioritize school. That week I have to prioritize friends, I have to prioritize my faith, whatever it is. But just know that there is no work-life balance. It's just you prioritizing every week. And at university, there's a culture of pulling all-nighters as if it's like the best thing that has ever happened in the world, and you feel a certain way if you do not pull an all-nighter. If somebody tells you, oh, yes, I didn't sleep, I was studying, you feel some kind of a way with, oh, maybe I'm not doing the most, or I'm not doing my best. Child, you are important. If you feel like, if I do not sleep at 12 a.m., it's going to cause problems, that's you, boo. Focus on you, do not focus on another person. So I think it also ties back to the first point, Uti, do not compare yourself to anyone. Their journey is different from your journey. But in this point, I wanted to share that it is very important to also take note of things outside of school. Visit your friends, go to church, go to town, go to the beach, do whatever it is. Like, basically, there's life outside of university too, and you need to appreciate it also. Well, the last thing on my list, when it comes to the things that I wish some people would have told me before starting university, is that
it's gonna hurt, it's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna run, we're gonna keep on moving, left, right,
we're gonna
left,
run.
right.
Left,
Yeah.
It is gonna be hard, it is gonna be difficult, but be rest assured, every stone will not be left unturned. Every stone will be left turned. We need to double check that, but basically stone turn, basically. But don't worry, you will get through it. It's gonna be hard. When all you need to do is left, right. Submit that assignment, do the practical, whatever it is, just keep on doing these milestones. It's gonna be hard, but you're gonna make it. Negotiate with the heel, negotiate with the assignment, negotiate with the heel. Yep, that's it for me, guys. I really hope you found this video very informative. If there are other points that you feel like I did not touch that are very important, you are free to comment down below. And if you agree or you disagree with some of the points that I've mentioned, make sure that you write them in the comment section. We'll have a discussion there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.